Let's talk about different highs. You know what gets me high? Making these recordings, cursing people the fuck out with truth. Like these podcasts, like really telling people what it is. That's what gets me high. Every time I fucking record, I'm like, yes, I feel so good afterwards. I do. I feel good, drained, but good, because it takes a lot of energy to channel a lot of the information that I produce. People who do tarot readings and things like that, they will understand what it is that I'm saying. Anytime you have a surge of energy come through you, the physical body has to make adjustments. And that's why it takes a lot out of a person to do certain things. You ever watch a horror movie, people only do one seance a night, like real people who do the fake ones, obviously. They can do however many they want. But real ones, you can't move that kind of energy, that much energy, without a physical sacrifice. So that's what gets me high. Making these casts, bringing this energy and information to you. So ask yourself, what gives you that high? Because we all have those neurotransmitters. That's what they're there for us to feel dopamine, whatever that we do that makes us that. Now, we're not talking about substances. We're talking about actions, okay? Laughing is one. That's why laughter is great medicine. A hug. There's, of course, scientific evidence behind these things that they increase those levels. So what is it for you? And whatever that thing is, you need to do more of it as opposed to other things. So if smiling is the thing for you, smile. Shit, show all 32. Shit, if you don't have all 32, show however many you have. You can have 3 or 2. Show them 2 or 3 fucking teeth. And be proud. Whatever it is that makes you smile, do it. Whatever it is that brings your heart joy, do it. What does it cost you? Nothing. Even if it does monetarily cost you, it doesn't matter. Because that feeling, that joy that it brings you, money can't, it's invaluable. And again, we're not talking about buying an ounce of weed or some shit. We're not talking about that. If it's going to the movies with your best bud, or, going hiking, buying the equipment for that, whatever that is, it may be a hobby for you, but think about it. If it's something that really makes you happy, why does it have to be a hobby? Become a hiking instructor. Become a movie theater owner. Well, now, movie theaters are obsolete, but you get my point. Whatever that joy is, invest in that. Stop investing in these fake things, these things that don't last long. They say money can't buy you happiness. It can't. It can't unless it is buying your pathway to happiness, the things that accompany your happiness, like, again, hiking equipment, boating, fishing equipment, things like that, your hobby, your passion. Drinking isn't a hobby. You can be a wine enthusiast, blowing a foul, a whiskey connoisseur, but those people have control over that. They're not drunks. They're not lushes. It's enjoying the spirits of nature and what Mother Nature provided us to enjoy, to share, to have fun with, not to fill a void in a negative way. And I hope everyone understands what I'm saying. Because there will be some assholes that will come back and say, well, you're basically saying that drugs and alcohol are okay. I'm not saying that. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying find your passion and invest in that. That's how money buys your happiness. If you feel like you're unfulfilled in your job and you would rather be a potholer, spelunker, then do that. Make that your job. If you have a 6-figure, 7, 8-figure job, and that happens to be your passion, skydiving or rock climbing, those types of things, then fuck, at that point, you have the means to do it. Make that your full-time job. People travel for a living. People do all types of things for a living that a lot of people wish they could do because that's what their passion is. You can be just like them. There are billions of people on this earth. Not every single person is going to that one individual that teaches scuba diver lessons. Find your niche. Invest in it. Make yourself happy. I often say, don't find external things to make you happy. Our passions are ingrained in our souls. They're imprinted there. Our souls have the blueprint. We have to put action to those visions. So it's not technically an external thing. Of course, the actions will have to come out externally, and you'll have to use materials and things to do them, but it's healthy. It's a difference when you're investing in skiing equipment because you love the snow, the mountains, the slope, the freedom, and the feel of conquering Mother Nature. That's one thing. But going to your corner pharmacist to get an ounce of weight balls, whatever your poison is, that's another thing. Because it doesn't do anything for you long term. Positive anyway. It makes you broke. It makes you more depressed, despondent, and whatever the negative feelings you were having. And you're constantly chasing that. If you're acting from and through your passion, you're not constantly chasing it because it's always there. If you're doing what it is that you always wanted to do, it's always there. You can eat, sleep, and shit that thing. It's always there, so you'll always have that high. So you don't have to chase it. It looks for you. Think about that. So instead of looking for a replacement, invest in the real thing. It's not about livelihood. We make it about livelihood. But when we're acting through our souls and our heart and what is put there for us to do, the universe gives to us. We'll never want for anything. Not only will we never want for that high, but we'll never need or want for shelter or food or love. It'll be there. It'll be given because you'll be vibrating and aligned with that thing automatically. So it'll be effortless. We don't have to put in all this crazy ass work for it. Like the junkie has to do for their high. Think about all of the shit they have to do. The stealing and the luring and the dick sucking. Whatever it is that they have to achieve. We don't have to do that. So try it. Try it for a little while. If it doesn't work, then maybe that's not your thing. Maybe it's a secondary thing. Or maybe it's something that's leading you to it. Sometimes there is trial and error in finding what our passions are. Not a lot of people just can say, I know what my shit is. Let me go ahead and do it. Some people have to find it because it's buried so deep under the societal bullshit, under the developmental bullshit, the things that we were taught and brainwashed to believe. All of that shit, we gotta unearth ourselves from that. We gotta unearth it. We have to do that work. So invest in that shovel. Dig that shit out. And bring it to life. Grow it. Invest in it. Because it is ultimately an investment in yourself. Why wouldn't we invest in ourselves? We invest in everything else. So let's invest in the positive things. The things that help us. The things that grow us. Why is that so hard for us to do? All of the things that are good for us, we run from. We don't want to do. We give every excuse not to do it. Why? Why do we do that? Why? Ask yourself these questions. See where the answers come from and see where they lead you. It'll clear off your path It'll move all of that dust and all of those rocks and all of those things that were covering that path that you couldn't find, and it'll be as clear as day. It will no longer be a dusty road. It will be a paved infrastructure for you to follow. If you just put in the work and the investment, the time and effort that it takes. And don't be afraid of it. Fear is the greatest disease on this fucking planet. Humanity is plagued with it. Fear is the reason we have every single problem in this world. So get rid of yours. And one by one, we'll slowly see humanity change and the wave of love rush in. It all starts with each of us.